Alright, 3.
Sure,
Two.
we're recording.
Yeah, we are, Bennett. We are now.
Well, I don't want
About
us
to
to.
record.
Alright.
What do
Hello,
you
everyone.
say?
Welcome to the first episode of the Waitlist Podcast. I'm your co-host, Ibiku, also known as Mello, also known as Clinical Depression. Here, next is Preston,
AK
Hi there.
chewing noises.
aka Cheery. Knows
All right, yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. It was really good.
What?
Joined up.
No.
Shut up. No, don't
No,
mute
you have to
yourself.
do it.
No, shut up.
What am I doing?
Just don't worry about it. Alright,
The noise.
we're also joined by Bennett.
Ayo.
He's playing Half-Life Source.
They don't need to know that.
They do now. Alright, and finally we have Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth.
Hello.
How are you?
I got demoed.
Good food. Yeah, he's playing Rocket League because he's gay. Alright.
You play Rocket League.
Well, I'm not that gay. Alright, let's start this podcast off strong, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Preston, why don't you talk about what you were talking about earlier?
Oh, so basically, like in the era of like the really early Mortal Kombat games, there was this error in the source code that a whole bunch of fans found. It was
We
error
lit, boys. We lit, boys.
and it was like it was abbreviated as Ermac, so everyone thought it was like a hidden character, and it wasn't. But then NetherRealm was just like, all right, you know what? Since y'all want it so bad, we're just gonna give you Ermac, and they just did it.
Error Macintosh.
Who's
Because it
Ermac
really-
again? I remember the
Ermac's
name, I just
the
don't
ones with the he's like a whole bunch of souls in one man's body.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
Oh, on the topic of Mortal Kombat, are you guys excited for Mortal Kombat 11?
yeah,
I
I
don't
might
understand.
I might actually get it honestly. It
I
looks
I don't
really
understand how they did a Switch part.
Dude,
I don't know. I don't really like Mortal Kombat that much.
yeah, because you're a fucking faggot.
Yeah, it's kind of it's like it's bloody and all, but it just looks so much worse. Like when you're comboing than like Street Fighter or like BlazBlue or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I want to play Street Fighter so much.
Yeah, me too. And it's like
Why
really
do you need to
like
play
fighting
Street
games.
Fighter, but you can just play Ryu and Ken in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, releasing December 7th,
Because-
2018.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is barely a fighting game.
that's kind of true.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when you put it on the ranks as like Tekken or Guilty Gear, it's just something totally different.
Yeah, it's completely
Guilty Gear
different.
looks so good.
Yeah.
How about that? I forgot what it's called. The one with the really bad graphics.
Oh,
Like-
Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Jump
Yeah,
Force looks so
Jump for
ass.
it.
It's so bad.
It looks so bad. I don't like what they did with the hair. Like all the hair looks like just clumps of hair into little
I
spikes.
saw a
Yeah.
comment somewhere that
It
said,
looks like FIFA customization.
okay, it said that all the Jump Force characters look like people stuffed in costumes, like mascot costumes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. They all look so. They try really hard to make them look realistic, and that's what really like messes up all the
They're not
characters.
real.
Then
Yeah.
it's-
They should
yeah.
have just animated them.
That's Smash
Like,
Bros.
So
got it right.
Smash
with
Bros.
the
Yeah, it's not like Smash Bros, but for like anime
Yes.
characters, which is better.
It's just like if every anime character you knew just turned into a little battle angel. Like that's what they all look like.
Dude,
Oh,
It's
God.
that's it's a good
to
analogy.
be fair, they already are kind of like drawn, so they might as well just be
I
drawn.
mean, yeah, they're drawn like that, but they're not supposed to be like in 3D models. Like I'm not cool with that. I don't like that.
I think I might be. I mean, I don't know.
Because I mean, like they did an okay job with like Goku and all the Dragon Ball characters in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, but
Piccolo's fine. And
yeah, and Piccolo looks okay in Jump
It's
Force.
just
Yeah.
once
It's
hair
just
comes
people,
in, makes
Yeah,
I think it's just the people that don't look like humans or the people that look like humans.
the people who
Yeah.
that are humans got ruined the most.
Yeah.
Because they tried so hard to make them look realistic. If I think Goku got like the least amount of like poo-poo.
Mm.
I mean,
But, like-
Goku's Goku. His hair's gonna look fucked up anyway.
Yeah,
Every anime character looks fucked up.
that's facts.
Yeah.
What about Josuke from
He said, what about
JoJo Part
Jose?
4?
He said, what about Jose?
It's Josuke, not
On the topic of anime, who's your favorite anime character?
What's his name? Sasuke? I'm kidding.
Sasuke?
Sasuke.
Who's that?
I saw this one video. It's these like people who had never watched Naruto are trying to name Naruto characters, and then Sasuke came up and he's like, "Is that Sasuke? Sasuke?" I'm like, "What? Excuse me?" I mean, it's spelled like Sasuke, like Sasuke, but it's Sasuke.
So,
I'm a big Dio fan.
Dio?
You know what?
Yeah, Dio's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite character, I forgot his name, but I think his name is like Sho from Guilty Crown.
Mm.
No, he's
Interesting.
kind of a bitch, but I kind of like him.
Kind of a bitch.
I think Preston would probably say Saitama.
Nah.
Because he's
Really?
If we're going by like what I consider anime, it's definitely Huey Freeman from the Boondocks. But
That's fair.
Okay,
if we're going like legitimate anime, then it's probably I don't know, because I don't really watch that much anime.
Yeah.
What's his head from Tokyo Ghoul is pretty cool.
Oh, Kaneki or Ken Kaneki.
Dude,
Kaneki, yeah.
You said Tokyo. Okay, I was thinking about when you said Tokyo Ghoul. For some reason, I was thinking about Death Note. And there's this rapper whose favorite anime is Death Note. But okay, you guys know who Matt Ox is?
yeah,
Matthias.
the
When
white
I'm
kid.
in the kitchen, you know I'm lipping.
Oh
My
my
sauce
God.
is dipping. Dip my chicken in it. Matthias
No one cares
Oxford.
about your SoundCloud songs.
Anyway,
You can't do that when you just sound retarded, okay?
that's the point, Bennett.
What?
Gruber man, Geeko man.
No one gets that except me and you.
Oh, we should talk about Dragon Ball Evolution. The best,
No!
the best movie of all time.
Stop. I hate that movie so much.
So there's this one scene where Goku and his bully are fighting, and he manages to slide across a car on his head
On his head, like
without any other, just his head.
just.
That's it. I think
You just
that's
hear that? You hear that?
Freaking white Goku
The white goo.
and his
it's-
defying physics.
Dude, they tried really hard to give him the anime hair. He just looks like he just hasn't showered in a week.
Oh boy.
No, it looks like he showered. It just looks like he's going through something, you know.
Look at his face. I mean, he does just live with his grandpa. He gets bullied at school. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you go to school like that with your hair looking like that, I mean, you should be bullied.
You guys ever seen that one thing about that dude who like is hooked on the look of Trunks? And he just looks like Trunks. But
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I
It's all
haven't
those-
seen that.
those-
Someone
those-
enlighten me.
Okay,
it
so
was like on a Snapchat story.
yeah, you know those little Snapchat like news articles and like the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on one of those, and this guy's like a obsessive anime, and so he like tried like to get the Trunks look, so he like dyed his hair pink, I mean, he just like cosplays all the time, like. All the
Okay,
time.
so the question of best anime character or favorite is pretty hard. But let's think about this. Yeah, it is. Okay, but it's a whole medium. All right, let's think
Yeah.
about this. What's best Dragon Ball character?
Oh.
Best Dragon Ball character?
Never
I
watched
think
it.
Vegeta.
It's Dende, first of all.
Hello,
And then-
monkeys.
Yamcha.
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 Yamcha is the actual Kiko man. All right.
The actual Geeko man.
The
Best
voice
Dragon Ball character.
characters go
Dude,
beyond
I remember what really got me into Dragon Ball was the whole Cell arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with Cell. For that, I just really like Cell. So
Hello, N-word.
I like his
Ghetto
face form
Cell.
where he looked like a bug. Yeah, like the face like
Yeah.
the suck tail, the super suck tail that really
Yeah.
That drinks
drained
people.
people's life force. Like how?
Okay, but Vegeta's the best, and you can't argue on that.
Yeah.
He just is. Okay.
Prince of Retard.
Wait. Here's like an actual question. Since we're on the topic of anime, what or who or what really got you into watching anime?
My brother.
Um,
He told me not to watch this anime. I was like, "Fuck you." So
I just watched Pokemon as a kid.
those
I
are
think-
really fan service.
I think for me it was probably when I would like stay up really late when I was like 9 or 10, and then Toonami would come on.
I wasn't allowed to
So-
watch Toonami. I had to watch Nicktoons. And they had like Dragon Ball GT on there. And I'm like, yo, this actually looks
Yeah.
kind of cool. Even though Dragon Ball
But
GT
then I
wasn't that amazing.
But the weird thing is that on Toonami it was really just like Boondocks and Kill la Kill and junk.
Mhm.
So it like,
Kill la Kill is a good anime.
and there was
Kill la
DBZ.
Kill's
There was DBZ every once in a
Yeah.
while. But
DBZ was on like Nicktoons like all the time. Like after 8 o'clock, it's always on.
And Cartoon Network.
And Cartoon Network. It's
yeah,
on like Adult Swim. I wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network when I was younger.
Why?
Because I used to like watch TV like really late. And that's when like Adult Swim shows would come on. And my parents
yeah. You
were
know what? Like,
"You are
you know
not
what really
allowed
makes
to
me
watch
upset?
that." What?
On y'all know the network Boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So
that's
for whatever
amazing.
reason, they just made a shift where they just decided, hey, you know all these old Cartoon Network shows that you really like,
No
and,
way.
Yeah.
and go to this channel to see. They're just like, oh hey, how about if we just replace it with Teen Titans Go and Clarence? How are you liking that?
Claire.
How are you liking that?
Clarence is and Uncle Grandpa. Dude, Uncle Grandpa really
Uncle
just,
Grandpa. Oh my
that was
god,
just
that
the worst.
You guys
It
think
was-
of Bears, whatever it's called.
We Bear
We
Bears.
Bare
That's
Bears?
actually a good show.
That's actually a
I
good
actually really
show.
like We Bear Bears.
Remember, Preston, was it like, whose birthday party was it? We were just singing the We Bear Bears theme for like,
It was probably Nathan.
sorry, it was
Dude,
like the one like
generation was
2007.
Yeah. Why? It's okay. The only people who aren't doing this are Nickelodeon, because both Disney and Cartoon Network are just like, hey, you know these things you like? We're just gonna make them again, but worse. And then it's like, and Nickelodeon just hasn't done that yet. They haven't bothered trying to make like another like iCarly or something.
Mm-mm.
Oh god,
just-
if they made
they just-
another iCarly, I think I'd kill myself.
They
Yeah,
tried
I
too
would
hard with like
Dude,
Henry
iCarly
Jenkins.
too.
iCarly too.
Dude, it'd be the like those one kids from the episode where they impersonated Sam and everybody. iCarly.
What was that
Oh
kid's name? Neville.
Neville.
I used to have a Neville like in my elementary school.
Mm.
He used to come to school in like a tie. I'm not sure if Bennett you went to Freeman's blurred out.
Yeah, I went to Freedom's Middle.
I forgot we were recording.
Take your time. Take your time.
I forgot we were recording. You went to the same elementary school, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember this one kid? He was like correcting people. He was like this actually kid.
Was it me?
It probably was. Now that I think about it.
Dude, imagine carrying a baby for 9 months only to have him come out and name him Neville. Like,
Neville, you'll rue the. That's such a
you'll rue the day.
You know names
You-
that
you
those
really-
names that is like the name of a teenager, but like when you think about it, that's gonna be their name forever.
Yeah.
Like names like Blake and Garrett and stuff like that.
Bro, my brother's name is Garrett, but he has a that's his middle name, right? You know how all my family has like middle names,
hmm
Yeah.
but he can his first name is James, so you just go back to that.
Oh yeah, that's
That
true.
actually makes sense. But like
It's like kids who are named like William. You know, they can go by like Billy or Will.
like Richard, they could go by Dick.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that.
I don't know
but
why you
can.
would do that. But kids can't.
Go by that if you want to. You know.
Yeah, that's all you know.
So there's this channel called Red Letter Media, right?
Yeah.
And they have one of their people is named Rich Evans, and there's this really old picture of him next to this terrifying looking it's like a Chuck E. Cheese, it's like old Chuck E. Cheese. It's,
Yeah.
except it's not Chuck E. Cheese. And he has a shirt
Oh wait,
that
this is
says,
the one that says Dick the Birthday Boy.
that's him.
Dick the birthday boy. Oh,
Yeah, I've
God.
seen that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese mascot, but it's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
it's been to
terrifying.
like a mental
And
asylum multiple
Dick
times.
the birthday boy.
Dick the birthday boy. Damn,
Oh my god.
really good
Ah.
to see you there.
Dick, the birthday boy you like.
And it's oh god. Damn.
Oh, you guys know that? Have you guys been watching those Shane Dawson?
No.
documentary?
No.
I
Who do
have
you think
that
I
one.
am?
But everyone
Who do you think I am?
Everyone's
A
been telling me to
47-year-old
watch it.
white girl?
But like, I feel like
Not bad.
I'm like dead ass serious. But they probably do replace the pizza that kids don't eat and put them in
Yeah.
other pizzas.
What they do?
Yeah. No, they
Have you not been
absolutely
to Chuck E. Cheese in like the past year?
No.
They definitely do.
Damn.
Yeah,
Am I the only one?
Why would they not replace
Yeah.
that seems like a really Chuck E. Cheese thing to do.
Yeah.
They already
Just-
do it anyway. It's been proven.
Like all right, so let me explain like the whole how I feel like this is actual thing. So like my
Yeah.
niece, she's like eight now. She's turning 9 this
Oh
year,
no.
and like she for her 6th birthday, we went to Chuck E. Cheese with like her friends and like her family and whatnot. And then we gotta order pizza. I mean, it's Chuck E. Cheese. What else are you supposed to eat?
Yeah.
And like you can tell by like the pepperonis, like you know how the cut, they don't match up. And like some slices are shorter than others. So I'm like, damn. I didn't really think about that because it's like what? She's like 8 now. So this is like 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm like,
Did you eat it?
of course I'm gonna eat the pizza. What else am I supposed to eat? The cup?
maybe you can partake of the alcohol that they serve at Chuck E. Cheese for some reason.
They do?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's for the parents when they.
I mean, well, yeah.
When they've had
but-
enough,
Bro, do you think
like
they
they're
recycle
tired of kids
alcohol?
screaming.
You
I
think they
remember
recycle
puking down the slide at like Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my god.
The only thing I think the only food I've peeked at, and you guys know this, is
Zaxby.
Exactly.
yeah. This one time I just ate Zaxby's and I couldn't take it. Apparently,
Yo, I had Zaxby's yesterday. Dude.
I nearly threw up after eating McDonald's once.
You can't throw up
I've-
after eating McDonald's.
I've thrown up.
Yes, you
after
can.
eating-
I do not know what McDonald's is.
Okay, I know what McDonald's is, but just for some reason I've never been able to throw up after eating McDonald's. I
Yeah,
have for like literally everything else, but just not McDonald's.
Oh,
How did-
wow.
I've only thrown up after a few. I threw up after a McDonald's thing. It was one of them McGriddles, you know.
Okay.
I threw up after a like a chicken wrap from Bojangles,
Hmm.
and I threw up after just a general burger, fries, and shake from Steak and Shake.
Dude, I remember
How can you throw up from Steak and Shake?
how can you throw up from Steak and Shake? You freaking
I think you
old
enjoyed
boy.
it. Did you enjoy
I was-
it? But it just you couldn't.
It was
I
too
was,
much
I
food.
mean, I was younger, so my stomach was kind of weaker. But
Your stomach's still weak.
I mean, yeah, it's still weak. Like I
yeah,
eat
Preston,
Steak
you're
and Shake, like all the
like
time
that
now,
one post.
but-
You're like, Chipotle makes my stomach hurt, or
No, it was Chili's. I don't
Chili's
go to
makes my
Chipotle.
stomach hurt. Yeah, you know, like some. Or I remember.
Like it was a really fire picture, and then I just hit him with that caption.
All right, so like, so this is like this is another niece story. It's like 4 years ago. My mom
Can
was.
we get your niece on the podcast?
Dude, we should get my niece on the podcast. She'd actually like me, Bennett. She probably she's like thinks that white people are funny because whenever the twins come to my house and
You
she's
think
there,
I'm funny?
huh?
Debatable. I'm about to say, what are you on about?
Anyway,
Yeah.
Think
so
white people are
we were
funny.
in the car. We were on our way to church. I don't remember which day in the morning, but we were driving. We were like halfway there, and then I sit next to her because she sits in the middle. My mom's driving. My oldest sister is in the front seat, and my other
Yeah.
sister is on the other side. And she like my niece like kind of like taps my arm, and I'm like, wait, what's wrong? And like her mouth is like full, and then you just see like puke spew out of her mouth. I'm like, what the? And then my mom's like, what? And then she turns around and she sees my arm is covered in puke. My niece is covered in puke. She's like, oh my god. She like turned around, and like it was.
Wait, no.
It's one of the-
Yeah,
it's one of those
my brother did something like that one time.
I have a question. though.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to church?
No, dude, we stopped the car. My mom had like wipes, and like, cause she like knew like something like this would like happen eventually. So she just like just cleaned both of us up, and then just took us back home. And I'm like,
Oh, dude, that's great. You didn't have to go to church. That's
like the only time I've ever been covered in puke is my own, and like I don't like other people's puke.
Yeah, but one time when I was at my house, my brother was just sitting on my lap. I think he was probably like 3 or 4 at the time of this. And I was just like, we were just all like talking and everything. Like there were 2 couches that like or like perpendicular to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting and was just talking to everybody, and everyone started looking at me, and they were like, "Oh, I know what they were talking about." Because the conversation hadn't quite hit me yet, but I looked down, and just my entire like forearm,
Yikes!
and just the leg of my pant is just covered
Yikes!
in something that looks kind of like McDonald's honey mustard. and
Dude.
And it was warm too, but it wasn't warm immediately, which made it so much worse. Like it sat there for a second before I noticed, and it was rough. It was a rough one.
I've never been puked on.
Yeah.
You guys have,
It's bad because aren't you the youngest, Kenneth?
yeah.
Yeah, well there you go.
Well, I mean, unless you count puking while I'm asleep, because that did happen.
It doesn't count if it's your throw up. Okay.
I just kind of woke up and the puke was on my covers, and I was like, well, that happened. Like,
Oh my god.
I remember because I told my mom, I was like, man, I can't go to this church thing. My head hurts so much. He's like, why are you just trying to get away from church? And I'm like, I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, knowing you
my
on
head
this
hurts.
podcast right now, it seems like she was right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yo,
yes,
Kenneth,
but
what if your mom listens to this podcast? Yo, I can send her a link.
she wasn't.
No one's listening to this podcast.
Hey, man.
We'll tell people about it.
We can
Probably.
tell. We'll tell a lot.
Anyway,
I'll plug it at
What's
high
happening?
school.
Like
it's
the
fine.
first one, I told Patience, and she like listened to it. Like she got like 40 minutes in. She's like, I'm kind of concerned about like all of our mental status
Yeah.
because that one was
Yeah.
rough. Like honestly, that one was rough.
Yeah. Because there were too many people in it.
There was too many people in there.
How many
Yeah.
were there?
It was
Wait,
fine.
did you
Like
put-
5 or 6, I think.
did you
Like
post
that's.
it?
Did he?
It was Nathan.
I think he was supposed to edit it, but like
I
I,
didn't
don't
edit
know
it.
if he actually did it
I
or
didn't
not.
because it was just a bad one.
Yeah.
It was just so.
Alright,
Did you
disappointing.
upload it?
It's on Kenneth's
did.
channel.
Yeah.
Everyone, Kenneth's
Still
channel,
uploaded.
unoriginal, 34 or some shit.
Original art.
So for this one, are the main members me, Preston, and Ibakun?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Nathan's supposed to be in it, but he's too
We're the only ones that
busy
showed up.
at the mall.
yeah, we are at the only.
So we're the main part. Like, how about, like, the
That's
limit
my-
can be, like, 5. The limit is 5 for us, and then, like, a guest or something.
Back to my story.
Did the other Nathan join?
No.
You know what?
No, I don't think
I'm
he's.
not
I don't
here.
think he would consent to this.
Yeah.
I have
Are
to
you
keep
sh-
in mind.
But anyway, Kenneth, to your
Yeah,
story
back to my story.
Yeah, back to your
Yeah.
story. You're,
That's like
you're
5
useless, stupid,
about you
stupid.
skipping
church.
church, basically.
I didn't even
Because
get to
you're-
skip it.
You had a
I
headache.
took it there, and I'm like, dude, my head hurts, and I'm just like, I'm drinking like so many sodas. I'm like, I'm gonna die tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Get
die
home, and
tonight.
I'm like, oh, dude, my stomach hurts so bad. So I like try to go to sleep, and then halfway through, like this is like 1 in the morning. I just straight like I'm like, oh fuck! I just run to my bathroom and I just throw up into the thing.
Yikes.
And then it was hurting because the last time I threw up was like a while, so I hadn't experienced it. I was like, it was hurting me so much. It
Dang, when was the
terrible.
last time I threw up?
Dude, I threw up, like, 2 weeks ago.
Now that I think about it, it's like
Yeah.
I've
Like,
gotten really close a lot recently, but like
dude, I don't know what I ate. Like,
Because of-
one weekend, or, like, one Sunday, I ate, like, so much food. And then my stomach was hurting. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna... And then I went to school. My stomach was still hurting. I told Nathan, like, 6 times, I'm gonna, like, throw up. And he's like, he's like, do it. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up in your shoe. And then he's like, you won't. And then I got checked out after 5th period. And I got home, and my dad, like, got me some medicine, and I got home and everything. And then I'm like, all right, cool. All right, I went to sleep. I slept for like 30 minutes in. I'm dripping
You
with
throw up?
sweat. I run to the bathroom and I'm puking because I have to puke in the bathtub because I was only like
No,
taking
did
a shit
you throw up
at
or
the
you-
same time. Dude, it was a vicious cycle.
Dude, that's like reverse penetration. That's like reverse,
no, but that's the thing. That happened to me. Steak and Shake. I left that part out because I didn't know if it was gonna be too graphic or not.
Nah, dude, it's fine.
but now that I've said double penetration,
Double
Yeah.
penetration.
So no, but yeah, like we got home from Steak and Shake, and I was just like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I have the most aggressive diarrhea that I've ever had in my life.
Because you can't have
I
one
felt
and Because you can't have one and not have the other sooner
Yeah.
or later.
And then like I got up like after I wiped,
Oh.
and I went to go flush it, and just the immediate like just everything, just all the senses just kind of hit me at once, and I vomited with such force. Like it was
Yeah.
that was a bad day. Yeah,
On the
I didn't even
poop.
get to
Oh,
flush.
dude. Yeah, I
I didn't
can't
even
like.
get to flush it.
I've never been able to like shit and like puke in like the same toilet because just by smelling or just looking at the sight of my like the mud coming out of my ass.
Yeah, and it didn't even mix. It was kind of layered. Like I think the poop was denser. So it was
That
chilling on the
Monday
bottom.
that Monday I wasn't at school. I lost so much weight. Like I lost like 2 or 3 pounds just like
Dude,
liquids
I'm
and
actually
shit.
getting like a little dummy thick over here for real. I've gained like 5 pounds.
I
since
have
I've
no
been
comment on any of this. This is all obscene.
Here. Not even.
Throwing up is the absolute worst.
Yeah.
It's like pushing a rock out of your esophagus.
Yeah. Because you would think since it's liquid, it would.
No,
it hurt
it's
so
like
much.
it's just like the I don't know how to explain it. You know.
Yeah.
No,
It's
but
just.
Yeah, I think we have to have some visuals. You know, just
If
some nice pictures of vomit.
If you've thrown up ever, you know what it
You
feels
know
like.
what we're
But it's
talking
like,
about.
yeah.
If you've thrown
Yeah,
out
that's
recently, like me, then
I was like last year.
I'm gonna take another bong hit.
I threw up like a lot during 8th grade,
Mm,
and I don't really know why. I just did.
that's for sure to know.
But like since then, it hasn't really been a problem. Like, I've also kind of gotten struck by like some really like severe headaches. Cause I remember like a couple months ago, I went to my my aunt's house, and like we ate and just we were having a good time over and whatever. Like it was because it was for like a whole weekend, and then I just like. I wake up. No, I didn't even wake up the next morning. It was like the end of the night because we got there at like noon, and then it like got towards the end of the night, and my head was like banging, dude. It was so bad. Like I was out of commission for the entire weekend. Like I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. Like it was so. And I thought it was just because my cousin's like little baby, who I think is like
Little baby.
2 at this point.
Yeah.
And her other daughter, who's like 8 or 9, they were both there, and they were making like a lot of noise. So I thought the headache was just because of all the noise. But then I woke up the next morning, and my head was still like stabbing, and my stomach hurt, and it was like I couldn't. My bones, dude. I don't know what it was, but my bones,
These
like
bars, these bones.
all my joints were on fire, dude. Like I thought I was gonna die. Yeah, so and I like ended up, and I was like really cold too. So I took like 3 or 4 showers while I was up there in the span of like 2 days, because I was just like, oh, maybe a hot shower will help me feel better.
Cold sweats are the worst, right? Like
Oh
you're
my God,
cold, but
so
you're
bad.
like dripping with sweat.
Yeah,
And
it's awful.
Wait,
Like,
did I tell you guys about how I actually pressed and finished it on?
Oh yeah,
Guys,
no, I was just saying.
I'm gonna turn.
Well,
eating-
remember, the people listening don't know this. Kenneth, maybe.
Oh well, I
Really?
mean, I'm eating this Italian ice right now. and the
Italian
feeling on my-
ice.
This feeling on my hand right now of it being very, very cold and kind of numb was what I felt through my entire
Wait, what's
body.
the difference between regular ice and Italian ice?
Say again.
You said you're eating Italian ice.
Italian ice is like just.
It's
It's
a
like
brand, I thought.
it's it's like not a smoother consistency, but like I don't even know how to explain it.
Well, guys, welcome to the first episode of Ice Reviews. We're gonna be reviewing Italian
I mean,
ice today.
I think I prefer Italian ice over just like regular ice cream, just because.
Oh, ice cream! You just said ice. What the fuck, dude?
Well, no,
Uh,
okay. You know, like sherbet and junk. It's
Yeah.
basically just like sherbet.
Oh, okay.
But, like-
You just said ice. You never said like
well,
ice
that's what it's
cream.
called. It says it's Luigi's Real Italian Ice. Is what it says
that's-
on the.
Luigi. Luigi quit being a plumber and just made an ice cream shop. Brandon, you've been really quiet. You got something to
Yeah.
say?
Oh,
I bet.
well,
He's
the
playing
story I was-
Half-Life.
Playing Half-Life Source.
By Source. It's like it's Half-Life, but in the Source engine. So the basically the biggest difference is the water. The water looks so pretty in this game, and everything else looks like shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what I was gonna tell everybody was that have I already told you guys about the whole entire thing of me having a
third nipple?
sleep paralysis? I don't have.
Dude, sleep paralysis!
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, the sleep paralysis.
Okay, yeah. No, do your story and then
Do your story.
I'll talk about mine.
I'll talk about mine after.
Basically, recently Catherine's been telling me that I should whistle at night because it brings demons to me. And I'm like,
Oh, what? What?
That's an
Yeah.
interesting assumption.
Like in the middle of the
And
night,
then,
you start
so
whistling.
I whistled that night, and then I went to sleep. And this was around like 3 o'clock. I was just sleeping, but I woke up, but I couldn't like open my eyelids and I couldn't move.
Oh my god.
I thought I heard the door open,
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that's so true. Dude.
and then I heard my mom's voice. I don't
Oh, yikes!
Turns out that wasn't your
Turned
mom.
my head, and
Oh.
I couldn't.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
knew the person my so and so mom was sitting right there. So yeah, I think my mom was my sleep paralysis demon.
Can you imagine your mom? Tell your mom, I have to tell you something. You're my
Actually-
you're a demon. You're my demon.
What if she was like, "Oh yeah, that was me. Sorry."
It wasn't her though.
What if it was
Yo.
though?
'Cause I woke up and I looked around and no one was in my room.
Was
My
the door
was
closed?
and locked.
Oh.
Yeah, it was locked.
But
You lock
I-
your door?
Yes.
What an
Well,
outfit.
okay, yeah. If it was locked, then it was definitely a demon because.
Sleep paralysis, brother.
But no, yeah, I had like I think it was like a few days before I moved. I just had like really really bad sleep paralysis.
Mm.
It was 3 separate dreams from which I woke up, and they took place in like the span of like 30 minutes probably.
Oh, what?
Dang, brother.
That
What the
is.
heck?
It was like-
yo, dude,
they were
there's
all-
something definitely wrong with you.
So I woke up at like 3:15 in the morning, and I don't remember the dream I was having, but I remember when I woke up, I saw like a face in the corner of my room.
Oh, dude, all my sleep paralysis dreams sound like just gonna be shit compared to yours. Wanna know mine? We were in the car on our way to New York because my sister had like some like event thing for like I think it's like the national student like some shit, and everyone was just meeting in New York, and so it's me and my sister and my dad, and I'm sitting in the back seat, and I'm sitting down like how you would, but my arms are like laid out. And so I go to sleep, and then I open my eyes, or so I thought I opened my eyes, and then I kind of like look to my right, and there's just like some dude sitting like next to me. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I couldn't move. Like I'm physically struggling to move. And like one
Yeah.
solid jolt, I like pushed myself forward, and I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so I kind of like fell forward into like the what is it that's in the seat in front of me.
Yeah.
And then my dad's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just,
No, but that's literally what my second dream was. My second dream was I was like lying down in the back of a car, and I couldn't even see. I couldn't see who was driving. I couldn't see where we were going.
Whoa.
I was just like,
yo,
I was just dead, like in the back of a car.
I was just dead, like in the back of the car, man.
It was spooky. It was real spooky.
Yo.
All right, so obviously we're saving the best for last, and
Yeah.
I don't have any. I don't know what you guys are talking about at all.
You never had sleep
You never
paralysis
had sleep
ever?
paralysis before?
Okay, define sleep paralysis to
You
me.
can't
wake
look-
up.
Think
you wake
about
up
it.
and
Think
you're-
about it. No. Press it. No. Think about the name.
Let Preston talk.
Sleep-
I wanna
No,
hear him.
no.
Sleep-
I prefer this. This is
Sleep
funny.
paralysis. What is paralysis, Bennett?
I can't move.
You can't move. And what is sleep?
when you sleep.
So
That.
you can't
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Well, I
it's-
can't move when I'm sleeping anyway.
It's okay.
But you wake up. Damn. Okay, you got me there.
Okay, yeah, but just the literal what it is, you wake up and your brain is up before the rest of your body,
For the rest
so
of
your
your
muscles are still asleep, but you're awake. So then and this is usually since it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and your brain is still kind of making dreams, but not really. you'll just see like shapes in the corner of your room and all that jazz, and you can't move or say anything. I
And
remember
like
one
you're
time,
screaming, but like you're not, but no.
yeah, like
It's
you
like
can't
in
actually make a
space.
noise.
So it's just
Yeah,
like it's like internal.
yeah. Because I think one time when I was like 10, I had sleep. Like I woke up and I was just hanging off the side of my bed.
Yo.
But like, I was like stiff as a board, but I was just kind of hanging off the side of my bed, and I could see down the hallway. And I really wanted to call for my mom so she could help me out because like I was so scared that I was just gonna fall off the bed and just like break like my nose or something.
Yeah.
But I called out and it was just kind of like, Mom. Like it was pitiful, and it was
No,
that
Preston,
was
that happened to me too when during the mom sleep paralysis demon thing.
yeah.
I was like trying to say mother, but I couldn't. It was like
Dude,
It's
so
true.
Oh my God.
It's so
I
true.
think this is a black people thing. I don't know.
The sleep paralysis only happens.
Yo, the black people.
honestly,
I mean,
think
you
mine
only
was
see like a shadowy figure in your.
So
sleep
y'all
anyway.
just like going into the sunken place while this shit happens.
Yo, dude, they were playing Get Out in the cafeteria TVs.
when
Why?
Like last week, last like Thursday, I was
What's
Well, I
walking.
think that was for our thing we were doing in AV.
Black History Month.
Yeah, for Black History Month. I was walking
The
out
most
of band.
important movie to black people ever.
Get Out.
Yeah. Yo,
Definitely Get Out.
Y'all seen the trailers for that movie? What
Us?
Men Want with
Oh, dude,
Taraji
I thought we were gonna
P.
talk about
Henson.
Us.
dude. Yo, Us is about to slap.
Dude,
I'm so ready for that.
It's by
I don't know if I want to see it.
dude, Us. That shit, dude. Oh my god, I saw the trailer with my mom.
Two people from Black Panther in a movie that's made by the same guy who made Get Out. That's like speaking to my
About
black.
people.
Dude,
It's so
Brennan, have you
black.
seen the trailer yet?
Yeah.
Huh?
I saw it on YouTube.
Dude, yeah, here's.
So creepy.
I saw it in
know how
theaters.
to
Can you,
see it.
yo, can you imagine? You're like, I don't know, you're just in your house, and people who look exactly like your family, all wearing like red jumpsuits in your driveway, with
Like,
scissors. Like, nigga,
it-
what?
Dude, I gotta turn my light on because
Oh, I just said the N word.
Is that what happened in the movie?
Yeah.
Because
In the trailer,
I
like
saw
that?
the trailer like a couple times and I was like, yeah, it's I don't know what's happening, so I don't really care. It was just like, oh look, guy may Get Out, and that it expected me to wanted to see it off of
It's
that
like,
alone.
alright, so this
My
did they
brain's
like
too
move
vivid.
to like Miami or something?
Yeah, I think
They, like,
they
moved
moved
to
to like a
Miami.
new place. Yeah.
And then like,
So my brain's too vivid, man.
Oh
I went to go turn on my light and I thought I saw something in my corner.
dude, Kenneth, you're fucked.
Okay, and like the thing is, because I usually have like my TV on as just like background noise or light or whatever, because I don't like leaving my light on. But since we don't have cable boxes anymore, we just use like Hulu and junk.
Mm.
So my TV's always off. So
Damn.
it is always pitch black in my room because I don't like turning the light on. So the only light's coming from like my computer usually, and it's just like,
You can't sleep without light or something?
well, no, I can't. It's just
For me, it's like I can't sleep without noise. Like I always have to have the fan on, even if I'm
yeah,
like super cold.
I get that. I get that. Yeah. I gotta freaking take out the trash. Hold on.
Oh,
Great
creeped
game.
out.
All right,
Oh, no.
he left us, so.
No,
Me,
I'm still
I
here. I'm
can't.
just
I can't sleep without drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dogs.
let's go. If you
bro,
guys didn't
use
know,
drugs when you're high on the.
me and Bennett have.
I don't know people with what's it? Insomnia.
People who actually like
People who have insomnia.
Yeah, people with insomnia are truly high on life. Like they can't even sleep.
They can't even
because of all the
sleep,
life,
bro.
Yeah.
because of all the life happening.
Catherine has insomnia and it's like life doesn't exist for her.
That
She's
really
sad.
sucks, doesn't it?
Don't you just love it? Stay up really late, so then you fall asleep at like
And you wake
8 or
early.
9. and
My
you
thought
snooze the entire
process
day.
is like when you're awake.
Thought process? Did you say that?
My
What?
thought process.
I swear to God, you said thought process.
Yo, my thought process is that like when you go to sleep, it feels like you get to the next day a little faster than you are when you're awake. So I feel like I can like prolong my life, like my time, by just not going to sleep like one night.
Yeah,
so
but like I need sleep, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Or
usually playing video games, like watching like Netflix or some shit.
I mean, sometimes I wanna just go to the next day.
Yeah, like when you're younger, when it's like when Christmas is like the next day, like you can't go to sleep because like you're so excited. But now it's just like, bro, let me just.
Now I'm just depressed.
Yeah, you just want to go to sleep like immediately. Like there's no hype anymore.
At the end of the day, sleep is like.
I mean, it's cool the next day when it's happening.
Yeah, but just...
Well, I guess for me, I don't know about y'all. Maybe me and Kenneth. Yeah, me and Kenneth.
Yeah, because you guys actually.
We got Switches. Hey, yeah.
I got a jacket and Fleet Box.
I got a cassette player and like. A Staples gift card.
Didn't we do the exact same thing in the other podcast? We just talked about what we got.
Did we?
Yeah, we recorded that.
It was the day before.
It was the day before Christmas. Yeah,
dude, this is actually the sequel. What the heck?
This is the sequel.
Okay, if this was like some like explanation. We decided to record the podcast at like 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve, so we could like be like, all right, guys, this is a Christmas special, and it'd be Christmas when we record it.
And then we were just like.
It's like if we started it's like if George Lucas started Star Wars with a Christmas special.
You like that sometimes.
I do. It truly.
And we were all like, Iptune, you have one day to edit and then post, so it can be on Christmas. And then
I'm like,
and I didn't do it.
And I didn't do it.
Didn't do it at all.
because I didn't want. Because that one was just so. It was just garbage on so many levels, dude. It was just such a bad podcast. So I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
Which is why I've been planning this one since then, but
yeah, and I think this one's going a lot better.
It's going a lot better. See, Nathan's here, so I mean,
it's good.
How long has it been?
It's 42 minutes.
Really?
Right.
What?
Yeah. Bennett wants it to be under an hour, but I want it to be an hour.
Yeah.
It should be around an hour, not longer though.
Because you don't want it to be like so daunting to edit.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is like adding music in the beginning and then just adding music at the end.
And pictures.
And
pictures.
Pictures for what?
Like a slideshow, like for the current topic.
Well, no, or like for like Dick the Birthday Boy or something.
The birthday boy.
We need context for that.
Are we gonna put this on like YouTube or like
SoundCloud?
Apple Music?
See why not?
Apple Podcasts?
Apple Music.
No,
Music
podcast.
Podcast.
We have to like suck someone's dick to put on Apple Music.
Yeah, Benny, you got that in the bag.
What do you mean?
Because you're gay.
Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I suck everyone's cock.
Why do you say when you say cock, dude?
Yeah, he really says it in a. It's like it's not.
You say it like it's nothing. You say it like it's nothing. Like,
yeah, you brush it off, and that's what I like about when Bennett gets accused of being gay. It's like totally different than when anyone else does, because like Bennett just kind of like tries to like shrug it off or whatever, but then everyone else is like, oh no, I'm not gay.
And Bennett's like, you know what? Maybe I am gay. Maybe I'm not. Dude.
Maybe I am gay. What are you gonna do about it? And it's just it's very big dick energy. I like it.
Yeah.
Like it a
You
lot.
guys want to hear a funny story about gay people?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I was in orchestra. This was on after every school day. Well, recently after every school day, I've just been going to orchestra because I had nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, me, Dylan, Sune, and this freshman are talking.
Because we know who all three of those people are.
Yeah, we actually do. Well,
except for the freshman.
In here, but...
Yes. And so we're talking, and this dude named Wyatt is in the Miss Glasgow's office, which is our orchestra teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're just kind of talking, and we got on the topic of the LGBTQ.
LGBT?
Is that some kind of school board or something?
He was trying to say he was really feeling like he should say LGBTE. I don't know why. I just
LGBTQ.
Anyway, so we were talking about the word queer.
Yeah.
And
like Leafy?
Dylan was saying that he saw Dylan is saying that he saw a video
Oh no,
about
Dylan.
this-
Dylan and the gays don't go together.
Yeah.
old
He's
man
not too fond of the gays.
of this
I'm-
old man
Yeah.
naming people with like those words. Basically, he used queer to name a lesbian, and so she was like, "Oh, I'm not a queer, I'm a lesbian." And then Miss Glasgow heard it, and it was really loud, and she just looked out of her window. And then, so I
Dude, Miss
turned
Glasgow's
to
so
Dylan.
fucking tall.
Yes, he is.
She is.
She's like 10, 11.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, you ever seen her Mr. Cooler stand next to each other? It's the funniest thing in the universe.
it's like
Oh
David.
my
It's like
God.
David and Goliath. Like,
It's David and Goliath. Like that. Oh my god.
Anyway,
Is it like that? Wait, is it like that Tyler One picture?
Yes, it is exactly
yeah,
like
it's
that.
it's exactly that. Dude, young Cooler, Mr. Cooler when he was younger looked like Donkey Kong. He has like his hair like went like right through his eyebrows. He had like giant ears.
Oh my god.
so anyway,
Like he stands on the podium and he's still shorter than her.
He's still short.
Sorry. Continue, Kenneth. I'm
Yeah.
just.
Damn.
yeah. Anyway,
Hey, Mr. Cooler, if you're listening to
So-
this,
Isn't he gone?
Yeah. He should have no way of finding this, but
Dude,
if he
let me
does,
talk.
wait,
know,
so,
yeah,
hold on,
sorry.
one more thing. Nick,
Escalante.
Escalante, yeah, he said that like his sister goes to the same like college as Cooler, and some kids called him a faggot, pushed him to the ground, and started beating him up.
oh my god,
Anyway,
Alright, continue.
so,
Jesus.
I turned to Dylan and I was like, "Wait, isn't Wyatt gay?" And then Dylan and Sinead just kind of looked at each other and they're like, "Oh, time to leave," and then they both just left.
yikes!
And yeah, it was pretty awkward after that because it was just me and the freshman, Miss Glasgow and Wyatt. And
Remember I
actually
said
ended
that,
up asking Miss Glasgow if she was gay.
Speaking about gay people, I remember.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a gay man in our school that I do not know about?
There's a lot of
Yeah.
gay men in our school, Bennett.
Why not?
Because not all of them make it as apparent as
Apparent.
like Logan does.
Oh, dude, Logan is just.
I feel like I would have heard about it though.
Just
It's
so
like
you
that-
know,
that
Logan,
Noah
if you
kid.
find this video, it was not
What
me
Noah
again.
kid? What Noah kid?
You're unimaginably gay, man. I'm being real here. Like it's cool. It's cool that you're gay. Got nothing against it, but man. Anyway,
Anyway, wait. Here's my.
I know
here's my story.
what you're talking about.
All right,
I know
so
what you're talking about.
I so you know Tommy, he brings us like croissants like every fucking day,
yeah.
and so he left his upstairs when Nathan called me and Bennett downstairs immediately to play Smash Bros. When Piranha Plant came out, and
Yeah.
and then Haley she came back downstairs and gave the
Haley.
box of croissants to me, and there was like 4 croissants in there, and there was like 12 in originally. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then I go to Tommy. I give him the croissants back. He's like, there were a lot more croissants in here than I remembered. And I'm like, yeah, I think like Haley and like her friends ate a bunch of them. And then like in third period, I told Haley, hey, dude, you owe Tommy new croissants. And then she's like, oh, I didn't eat her croissants. I'm like, well, someone did because there's barely any croissants in there in the first place, or barely any croissants in there.
Man,
And
this
then she's like,
podcast.
She said, "Shut up, Bennett." And then she's like, "I don't even eat bread." I'm like, "I really don't care. You owe me croissants." And I go to apologize. I'm like, "Haley, I'm sorry that you don't eat bread." I said, "Bread is gay." I said, "Bread is gay," and she's like,
Gay?
"Huh?"
Yeah.
She's bi.
Yes.
And I
She's-
said that, and I said I had like a mental breakdown. Like my eyes widened. Like freaking Nathan Park and this other kid looked at me, and I just kind of like just ran back to my seat, put like my jacket over my head, and try to like suffocate myself.
Oh my god, dude!
What's wrong with you?
I swear to y'all be having way more like just retard moments.
Yeah, I don't.
Than you let on.
Dude, I apologized like 6 times that day because I see her like I have 2 other classes with her afterwards.
Like,
Because
I don't-
you don't say that message like a gay person. Like Brett is
Yeah, I
gay.
do.
Brett is gay because now gay is used as like lame or like retarded or stupid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just saying like, God, I still feel bad. So
Mm.
Don't.
Dude, Nathan Park does not like let that go at all. It's like, ABK, remember he said Bruce gay from the
Ibakun, I just want to let you know that you keep cutting out, and actually I have two things. You keep cutting out, and secondly, this podcast is not very non-MVHS friendly.
Okay.
Was it supposed to be?
Well,
I don't know. You
we gotta talk. Well, if we're gonna talk about people, like we gotta talk about people we know. Like,
yeah.
you
We could just say this person, I guess. I mean, we can't just say Haley like they know what that means.
Well,
it's called bleeping out, dude.
Yeah, if Ibakun really wants to, take on that task of just bleeping out everyone's names, he can. And if not,
don't do that. But I'm just saying, if you want to have
Veronica.
more appeal.
Oh well.
So
Well, at least we're not saying last names like Nathan Park.
yeah, that I mean,
Ibakun Samo.
Yeah, that would be real
So
bad.
this person up, right? He told me that my hands were too big.
nice. Your hands are.
Your hand.
They are massive.
That bone.
I'm not gonna say
Your,
it's too
the
big.
first bone in your middle
They're not
finger
too
is
big,
as
though.
long as my pinky.
Yeah.
That first bone in your
Yeah,
middle
but they're
finger.
not too big.
I'm sure one of your fingers is as long as my dick.
Like, I mean, Kenneth, you got. I mean, I would say for like the size of your body, your hands are
Pretty
pretty
proportional.
proportionate, but
But like for
God,
everyone else,
dude.
you're fucking-
your hands are massive, man. You're
my
just,
and
fingers
they're
are
so
not
so like skinny. They're like
yeah, you're just a massive boy, Kenneth.
They're like
I
the
don't know what to
Crypt
tell
Keeper.
you.
They're like the Crypt Keeper. Keeper's hands. God damn it.
What were you trying to say?
They're like the Crypt Keeper. I said it again. I'm killing myself.
He was trying to say Crypt Keeper, but
dude.
I went for like Crypt Keeger.
I don't even know what that is.
Dude, I'm gonna piss my pants. Shut the fuck up.
Boy, what even is that?
The Crypt
you know what the Crypt
Keeper.
Keeper is?
No, I don't know what that is.
Dude,
Well,
he's a drug lord. He's a gang member. The Crypt Keeper.
No, he's like from a show. He's from a show.
The Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, Tales from the.
Yeah.
Ibakun, put up a picture of him. I'm gonna send a picture.
And then
to
send a
Kenneth.
picture of Anna's hands.
Can I send a picture of your hands?
Colorized.
When my hands are that freaking
Kenneth.
colorized.
Okay, but Kenneth, this is what the Crypt Keeper looks like.
The Crypt Keeper.
Give me a second. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is
Especially
this
looks
a new meme, new podcast meme?
this is actually kind of rude.
The Crypt Keeper.
I got what you were trying to say, and I thought it was funny, but upon actually really seeing the Crypt Keeper again,
Ew. Oh, okay, it's kind of.
Hey man,
rude.
it's only rude because you agree with it.
That's true.
like Gandalf.
Alright. What should the
Oh.
title be? It should be the Crypt Keeper and
The Crypt Keeper.
the Crypt Keeper and Vomit, or like the Crypt Keeper and
Ibakun, on the thing, you should probably cut this out. But you should have like a segment that just says times, and every time I say Crypt Keeger, you add to it.
Crypt Keeper. Dude, this movie is so chill. Should I put like I think I should put like timestamps of like whenever like I just change the subject.
Yeah, well, that might be a lot of work, but
Well, that just
I mean-
goes. That's just gonna go in post, not like in
yeah,
just like as like in the description or something.
yeah.
Oh my lord, dude! Look at
Should we
this
make
dude.
a separate channel, or should I just upload this on like my?
No, make it. Upload it to your channel.
Alright, cool.
Put it for the money, bro. Why do you think I did this?
Yeah, all that YouTube revenue.
All that, dude, YouTube has gone to shit, dude. The
I
apocalypse.
better get
so many
25%
channels- so many-
of
not
like the
channels.
10 cents you make off of it.
Dude, so
YouTube
many-
hasn't been good since like 2015. I don't know what you guys are talking
Actually,
about.
like,
Don't
more like
make money
2012,
off
dude.
ads.
Can we just-
Yeah, a bunch
Honestly,
of
man.
companies have been like taking their ads off of YouTube.
Yeah, because this
Yeah,
one
yeah.
guy like decided to be.
This is
hero of YouTube.
pedophile ring. Good. Look,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, he was
he was right. Yeah,
but
there's
he
a
didn't
lot of
have to go to these
pedophiles.
companies. Let me talk. He was
I'm
right,
saying-
but he didn't have to go to these companies and just like snitch like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
freaking Fortnite took off their ads. Like YouTube, like Fortnite.
You sound
needs
really
it.
mad about that. I don't know
Dude,
why.
why did Fortnite take off their ads? dude?
Henry!
So did
Fortnite
Disney.
is
You can't just
ads. I literally saw one of them
Disney,
today.
Nestle, AT&T.
Oh, and what would we do without Nestle?
Nestle Crunch.
Sleep crunch.
That's why.
That's what I love.
All three black people I activated them.
Yeah, you did because Nestle Crunch slapped.
Dude, it's
Okay.
literally.
Ibuku did at the same time.
That's what I love. Nestle
But,
Crunch.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. God damn it.
I was gonna make a video on the whole Matt Watson ordeal, but like,
Yo, Matt
Oh,
Watson.
that's his name?
yeah, his name is
Absolute
Matt
cuck
Watson. Like, in his channel is Matt. It's just Matt what it is. And he used to have a really creepy channel where he like asked like underage women to film a porno.
Wait, like Matt
Like-
Watson from Super Mega?
No. Like this is completely
Oh.
different Matt Watson. He's like this
Okay.
ginger fuck.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was about to
Preston.
say
Ninja.
Super Mega
I love
or
Matt
Mega
Watson.
64?
Super Mega.
Or Syndigo before the guy from Syndigo.
What else are we talking about?
Dude, okay, Super Mega is a channel that's like kind of branched off of Game Grumps because they're the editors for Game Grumps.
Mhm.
But
They had their
yeah,
own channel before, and then one of the members killed himself.
I like Mega 64.
I really love me some Super Mega, man. Like they're
That was a bad jump.
Super Mega. Anyway,
Alright, I think this is actually like a good time to end it. We're at 56.
yeah, I think.
All right, everyone plug their shit. All right.
Alright, I'll go
But-
first. Alright, this is my channel. Alright, so first of all, everyone follow my Instagram. It's Mellow420. Follow my Twitter. WTLS Mellow.
You have a Twitter?
Yeah, I've had a Twitter for like a year now.
Following it,
Subscribe to my
interesting.
channel. It's Mellow on YouTube. It's probably listening to this on.
Unless
yeah, I
we
think
get it
that's
on SoundCloud or something.
Bennett,
Are we up?
Bennett. Also follow Bunga Benji on Twitter too.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Bunga
I can
Benji.
cut out
Alright,
at
press,
the end.
Bennett, you're next.
I have a Instagram called Bennett Gruber at Bennett Gruber.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Alright.
Let me see. I don't post a lot, but you know.
Yeah, he really.
First, Bennett, post your Bionicle mocks on there.
No, yeah, I make
Wow.
Bionicle mocks, but not on my. Not on that. I post real pictures. Unlike
He just sends them to me.
Yeah.
Send like one to you.
You
Shut
sent
up.
like 3 to relax. Or we were on a call and then you showed them to me.
Yeah, because I wanted you to leave.
Let's see. Follow good old at Preston the N word. A period between each word. Preston.the.n.word.
N spelled E-N, of course.
No, and just like that. No, don't you dare do this. Don't do this to me. And yeah, that's my only media.
Follow me at leggums_, or you can go ahead and follow Wally.
My phone number is
Bennett, do not.
1-800.
Follow
1-800.
Wally the creator.
1-800 Safe Auto.
Fuck, dude.
Don't let me finish my freaking joke.
Do you have a joke?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Continue.
Yeah,
My joke
I
is
said-
funnier.
It was.
I said you should follow Wally, the creator of Cube World. You know, what another
On Twitter.
Dude, what's his face? The Cube World guy? The guy who
What?
freaking what's his name? Something like
Wally.
yeah. He talked about the update or something. I remember
Wait,
I remember
when?
this one YouTuber I watched talked about it.
Wait, what? I can't hear you. You keep cutting out.
You hear that?
Clearing your throat isn't gonna help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
the guy-
heard
the
all
guy-
of that.
The guy who made the guy who made Cube World. He's talking about the update sometime. I don't remember what he said exactly.
You keep.
You
Cube
cut
World
off, like,
update!
most crucial point.
It's happening.
Yes. You said
Yeah.
sometime what?
I don't know. Sometime
At some point.
At some point.
It'll happen.
it's gonna happen.
Oh
Just
my
give-
God,
yeah.
Okay.
Anywho,
Anyway,
It's
that's
gonna be this year.
It's gonna. I don't. Anyway,
we plugged all our shit. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. This has been the Weightless Podcast. Thank you all for listening and for watching.
Oh wait, I need to say one more thing. I need to say one.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I promise you.
If this
don't.
goes beyond exactly 1 hour, I'm gonna hurt you.
No, just listen. Go.
We're on
go-
59:23 and counting.
Go ahead and support Team Weightless and Rocket League, or my bad, RLCS.
Good Christ.
That's it.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Thank you all for listening.
That's enough of that.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Everyone say bye.
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 Bye.